Hello everyone, this is Ben with Math Moments. I want to welcome you to this video today on algebra with find the vertex of this equation, which is a parabola. It's a y equals x squared plus 4x minus 7. So basically, this is a quadratic equation or quadratic function, as you call it. The shape of is a parabola. So parabolas look like this. At least for the vertical parabolas, it can also go in this kind of fashion as well with horizontal. But the ones we're going to focus on today is either going to be one of these two types here. And the vertex is either basically, or the turning point is either, the minimum or maximum. So if we look at the equation of parabola, that's standard form. So y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So one way we can figure out the vertex is we have to find the x and y coordinate where the parabola is either, in this case, it's going to be either a minimum, we'll just write min, or this will be a maximum from max. And the way that we can determine whether we're going to have a minimum or maximum is based on this value of a here. So if a is positive, we're going to have a parabola that looks like this type right here. So basically, I like call it a smiling parabola because it's kind of like smiling at you. So therefore, we're going to have a minimum value for our vertex. So that'd be the lowest point on the graph. On the other hand, if a is negative, we'll have a maximum value, which is this type right here, parabola. So this will be a point where you have the highest point on the graph. So it looks like since our value of a is 1, or x squared is like 1x squared, we have this first case here where we know it's going to be a minimum value. So we know that our parabola is going to look something like this. So in order to find the vertex, or this point x and y, the first thing we need to do is use the equation to find our value of x. So x is negative b over 2a. And so to identify our values of a and b, we know that a is going to be 1, and then b is this value right here in front of x, which is 4. So we just plug those values into this equation to get the x coordinate. So we know we're going to have negative 4 over 2 times 1, which is a. So that's negative 4 over 2, and that's negative 2. So to get the y coordinate, we're just going to replace the value of x in this equation here, y equals x squared plus 4x minus 7. We're going to replace that with negative 2, and that'll give us the y coordinate for the vertex. So sorry about that here. So negative 2, yeah, that's what we're plugging in. Negative 2 squared plus 4, and we got times negative 2 minus 7. And that's going to equal, well, negative 2 squared is negative 2 times negative 2, which is positive 4, because we know negative times a negative is positive. And then we have plus 4 times negative 2. That's going to give us negative 8. So 4 minus 8. And then we have minus 7. So 4 minus 8 is negative 4. And then if we subtract 7, negative 4 minus 7, it's like saying 4 plus 7, but with the negative. So that's going to give us negative 11. So there's our y coordinate. So therefore, vertex for this equation here, or this function for parabola, it's going to be negative 2 for x, and then we have comma, negative 11. And that, my friends, is final answer for find the vertex of this function, y equals x squared plus 4x minus 7. So again, my name is Ben with Math Moments here today. I hope this video was helpful with you learning quadratic equations or quadratic functions with parabolas and find the vertex. So I hope you have a great day and take care.